Wow, that's so much pressure.
It is.
Hope I can live up to it.
We only have the one movie today, Transformers.
Yeah, you picked a bad week to say that because it's Transformers week, and that's this is a bloated mess of a movie, man. It's a beautiful mess, as only Michael Bay can do. He makes these action movies and does. I mean, they look spectacular, but it's so complicated and so. I mean, Anthony Hopkins is really weird in this, and kind of a funny weird, kind of a good weird, but he's saying "dude" a lot, and it's kind of strange. It's off-putting. I don't really know what to make of this movie, and this is the fifth of the Transformers. And it opened on Wednesday to the lowest opening day so far of a Transformers film. It's looking like it's going to be the lowest opening weekend of the Transformers films, of all five of them. So that's not looking, good for the franchise.
Will it be the number one film regardless?
Yeah, it will. It will take the top spot because it is the only thing opening. You had Cars 3 that opened last week and did, so. It did okay, but not great for the Cars franchise. But that's not going to hold on. You still have Wonder Woman out there, but there's no chance that she's going to make as much as Transformers, at least at this point. But it really doesn't matter how much it does at the box office here in the U.S., because this is really another one of those movies like the Fifth Pirates of the Caribbean or The Mummy, which is really going to make most of its money overseas. The last Transformers made over $300 million in China alone. In China, they love Transformers, and it already opened there. And the overnight opening was the fourth largest ever. So this is really more of an overseas play when it comes to the cash more than anything else.
Well, you think that some of these alleged big box office movies anymore, is Hollywood making them for overseas, not for here in the United States?
That's definitely a part of the formula with any of these movies these days, because at this point, most of these movies make more money overseas than they do in the U.S. The U.S. still accounts for, a big portion, and so when you look at like a Wonder Woman, I think, that's closing in on a couple $100 million here in the U.S., but overseas is another $400 million. So it's double that already, so on its way to $600 million around the world, and most of that chunk is coming from overseas. So, I don't know how much that affects the quality of the movies. I don't know if they would have made Transformers better if they were just thinking of the U.S. audience in mind. I think they were still going to make the Transformers movie that they were going to make, but overseas it counts for a lot more in the bottom line.
Is there anything else that we should look for this weekend?
On Netflix, you have a new series called Glow, which is about ladies wrestling in the 80s. Stars what's the name of the actress? Can't remember her name right now. But she's
Alison
in Mad
Brie?
Men. Yes, Alison Brie. Thank you. Stars as an out-of-work actress trying to make it in Hollywood, and stumbles into this ladies wrestling league that, if you remember, started in the 80s and was televised to go along with the WWF at the time. And that's getting rave reviews. I saw the first one. I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't feel like I had to keep binging it. But a lot of people are talking highly about that one. So that's opening this weekend, but, not a lot of other offerings at the movies, at least.
That's all right. Jason Nathanson, thank you anyway. Even though you only had the one movie for us, I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Have a good weekend.
It's 8:25 KTR.